Okay, today I'm working on an 04 Grand Cherokee Lariat. We're going to do the rear brakes and the rear shocks. And we're going to also check out the suspension and make sure we don't have something else going on in there. They brought it here, rear brakes. It's obviously making a noise in the back. Don't know if it's a shock. Could be the drag bar, those things that wear out bushings a lot. But anyway, let's get started. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll get on with the show. All right, here we are. Getting ready to take the brake off. Put a shock, rotor, caliper on. Go real fast. Oh yeah, fucking stumble over the camera. So we fucked that all up. Alright. Well, this one I want to take the brake line off and make a big mess. Okay. There we are. We're going to take the caliper off. Alright. We just took the spring off, taking the caliper off. See, this side didn't have to take the brake line off. The other side I did.
Yeah.
Screwdriver and put it in here. Just pry a little bit back, push the caliper in a little bit, relieve the pressure. You pop it off just like that. Yeah. There we go. Be careful if these bolts hang up. You really need to push them all in. While you got the caliper, while you got the pad still in there, grab the clamp. And it's easier to deal with if it's back on the vehicle. Of course, these things are not all the way back, as usual. You don't want to make sure these bolts are all the way back. I just kind of push there, use the gun, go backwards, just like that. Be careful not to chew up your fingers like mine are. Oh, this one's got a bad. This one here's the problem. We gotta fix this. He's froze up on the shaft. Oh boy. Oh boy. So this is what you don't want to use as a ratchet for this, but I am. This is my smallest hammer I've got here. We got to take this to the drawing board. This is where it becomes fun, if you find shit like this. I know what's it doing now. Oh, maybe that's how it is. Okay, we're all right. It's not too rusty, but we're going to go ahead and put some lubricant on it. Put some lubricant on it. Yes, that always makes it nice. All right. All right, so I do believe it's pushed all the way back. I'm going to check up one more time. As soon as I can find a brake pad. Whatever I did with them. Where's the old one? Where's the other one? All right, well, I'll put this one back in. Make sure we got it. Make sure we got this baby done. Oh boy. As it decides to be difficult, as it wants to be. Okay, she's all the way back. All right, she's apart. All right, we got that done. Next, take the caliper bracket off. I think this guy's set up for it, except he's too big to fit in there. I had to do this by hand. That's just okay. We'll get her. Oh, I forgot to put some lubricant on the shocks. I'm going to do that. And this drum here, it's probably a little too late, but looks like it's okay. It's going to work. It's going to work. Obviously, these brakes have been done before, you can tell. Somebody used high temp silicone to hold that in. I don't know why. That spring should hold it in. This right here, they were trying to make it quiet probably. Look, it's even got those rings on it. Wow. Huh. Brake squeak rings. It's off. Take the Hail Mary, boom, one shot. She's off of there. The emergency brake don't work on this thing. So I know if I fix that, there's plenty of meat on that emergency brake, so there should be no reason it should not be working. So I don't see where the cable's going. There's one. Wait a minute, how does this fucking thing work? It's not electric, is it? No. There'll be an adjustment somewhere. It's probably in the middle. Oh, it is in the middle. All right, well, we'll get this done first. Take a look at the emergency brake cable and see what's going on. Maybe I need to adjust it up in the console. They didn't ask to do that, but if I do that, they're going to go in there, they're going to be tickled pink. They will be tickled pink. So I'll go ahead and put this guy back on. Oh yeah, by the way, don't forget to join my channel. Subscribe. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. That's not true, but yeah. I never claimed to be a master because nobody, I think, can be a master. There's no way anybody can be perfect. Not if you're human. So I'm going to roll down here and take a little nap. Oh, let's dip it in the fucking brake fluid. I already had my workout this morning. Getting a little bit more now. Okay. Alright. She's ready for the pads. This baby's going back together. Which I'm kind of glad it wasn't too bad of a deal. So far, no broken bolts, no broken shit. So far, except we got a zerk fitting that's going to give us fucking hell, but we'll deal with that here in a minute. Okay, so you want to be a butt. Oh, I can't say that. I shouldn't be saying that kind of shit. Even though my videos are not made for kids. Alright, there we go. This fucking lubricant. Got some lubricant down there. Where is it? There's the socket. There's the ratchet. I don't know. It's somewhere around here. Okay. So we'll get them started. That's right. We used the gun. Partially. Make sure you don't use the gun on these until you make sure you get them into the hole, because you cross thread this baby, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be looking for a new caliper bracket, and you definitely don't want to do that. Then you'd have to buy a loaded set of brake shoes and caliper and all that. You have to replace all of this at that point. I did suggest replacing the calipers, but they're fine. They look good. They squeeze in good, but it's kind of up to the customer, you know. Unless I call them back and tell them, you know, your caliper's shot. There's just no way it can be used. Been there, done that. But these ones went in really nice. The fluid was not bad. It looks ugly up there, but it doesn't look too bad back there. Go get my other drip thing, and we're gonna let it drip. Make sure those are pretty snug. You don't have to fucking break them off, because these are pretty soft bolts. These Allen bolts. And don't forget the spring here. The spring helps it not float as much. Gives it tension. I used to hate these things, but they make sense for what they do, and the cars that are made for them. Well, you know, it's made so it won't make a bunch of noises. It keeps it tight all the time, and it's still got its movement, because these things have to float. They can't work unless they do, of course. Oh boy, come on, get in there. Look at it. All right, let's get in your hole where you belong. Okay, come on, get in there. Yeah, shit. All right, we're gonna try a different way here. We're gonna do it the other way. You see, this doesn't work very good. Maybe I'll try it the other direction. Now, I don't know. The bottom seems to be. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it fell out. Now it's cooperating. Kinda.
Uh-oh, that hole is kind of, what the hell's going on with that hole? No wonder it was, there we go. That's better. Yeah, there's something about that end on that one that was making it a little tougher. Yeah. There we go. Get that baby in there, make sure it's good, seated. And see, it's still got movement, but you can't move it, but it's still got movement. Feels good. Wow, look at that. Limited slip rear end. No posse here. Alrighty, there we go. Got the brakes on there. We got to deal with this here, fit in here. I'm probably just going to put some vice grips, break it open. I'm going to let this baby drip dry, or drip for a while. I got my partner here though. He'll help me bleed the brakes when I get ready to do that. And you probably find lots of videos about that. I'm not going to worry about showing you bleeding the brakes. You should. If you don't know how to do that, then you better not do the brake job. You'll be calling the mechanic and towing it in with a tow truck. And as you can see, we have a quite array of tools here. I mean, if you don't have some tools, even if it's just hand tools, but you know, I got electric tools. Way to go these days. But anyway, got a lot of tools, got a lot of money invested in tools. So this stuff ain't cheap. And you know, that's the way it is. This is probably $300 to do this job, to do the brakes and the shocks. In the shop, it's probably, you know, it's probably more than that. It's probably $400. The going rate is $400. They want to make $400 off of each car, you know, to make their whatever. Anyway, but anyway, I do it a little cheaper, but I'm still worth the money. That's the way it goes. Thank you.